guys, welcome back to my channel. Unless you haven't been here before, I am Megan, also known as Megs, and this is my baby girl, Winona. Now, she won't be in the whole video because it's getting closer to bedtime, and we're going to be baking tonight, so obviously that is something she can't really partake in, but I thought she could say hello and be in the beginning of the video. Oh, bubba's. She'll be 6 months, about a week from tomorrow, and we will be doing an update, so look out for that. But today, we're going to be doing something fun and different and super simple. If you love to bake, awesome. I do like to bake, but this is just the most simple recipe and dessert ever. So if you're just in a rush wanting to bring some kind of dish to an event, or you just want something sweet at home and you want it quick and done easy, this is the perfect thing to do. Now, you may have heard of dump cakes, you may have done them before, but this is my favorite recipe. I do it all the time just for my fiance and I and friends, and I also do it for pretty much all the events because it's just so good, and since it's so quick and easy, why not just have it every time? So, we're going to be doing a peach cobbler dump cake, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the ingredients. This is what you'll be working with: 2 cans of sliced peaches, and you want it with that syrup in there. The yellow, traditional yellow cake mix, you don't want to get the super moist. Most places are only selling that super moist cake now, so it can be a little hard to find this. I personally found it at my local 99-cent store. You might have it at your grocery stores, you might find it somewhere else, but I stocked up when I found it because it has been so difficult. I got plenty of butter. We will see as we go how much we use because I like to cover it in butter. It just makes it a lot better. And then some cinnamon to sprinkle on top for some extra taste. You will need one of these pans. I've used the disposable, like, foil or whatever, tin foil, I don't even know, the ones at Walmart before, just for events that I want to toss it, not forget my pan, whatever the case is. But when I'm at home, I can use my good pan, and you really got to make sure you clean it out when you're done. If you have leftovers, you want to store it in containers in the fridge for like 3 to 4 days, maybe. I'd say it's good, and you can warm it up, and it is pretty much just as good, maybe not as crispy as before, but either way, you really want to clean this pan out. If you don't have the kind of cans that have the, top that peels right open, cracks wide open, whatever, you're going to need your handy dandy can opener right here. I just bought a new one because ours broke, so this will be the first time using the new one. I like the manual ones. And then a butter knife, as you already saw, for cutting that butter and putting it on top nicely, and also like smoothing out the peaches, smoothing out the cake mix on top, and I'll show you how to do that. So as you can see, it's very little ingredients, very little preparation, as you're about to see, and really it just has to do all of its baking, and that's the hardest part, is waiting. So I am going to get ready and prepare this, show you how simple it really is, and toss it on in the oven. Ready to show them how it's done? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go get your daddy. Daddy's on the grill tonight making something yummy. But yeah, but you're gonna get it in your milky, so you're gonna have to wait. But anyway, I'm gonna get him and we're gonna do this. There he is, our other helper. Say hi.
Hi.
He just loves his baby.
Yeah.
We want to preheat our oven. I do it to about 375, and I do it at about 375 because it doesn't, I mean, I've tried this so many different times. I've read some recipes say 350, but the middle takes the longest to bake, and you don't want like just a super pudding-like middle. It's kind of hard to avoid the way that the outside comes out more crispy. That's the best parts. And then the inside is more moist and everything, but you do want it to bake enough. And that's my trick.
No, super watching
Let's pour it in. So, like I said, you want all that syrup. And 2 cans is perfect for this size dish.
Have you fall?
Okay, so add this to your list. I thought I could get away with not using one. But then I realized I need to poke it, turn these over. So, the reason I do this is so that there's none really poking out and giving me troubles when I pour the cake mix over top. Okay, so definitely not as easy with Winona in my hand kicking and wanting dinner and wanting a peach. She has not had peaches yet. You just can't yet. But anyway, left-handed and everything, that took a little bit longer, so I sped it up. But they're all flattened out and ready for cake mix to just be thrown, just dumped. This is a dump cake, you're gonna dump it all. Here we go. I like to put a nice
Rude.
a nice peach in each corner. You see that? So it takes up that space. Okay. Here's the fun part. Now you can really just dump it all you want because we're going to spread it anyway. See how it's just easy to smooth it out with the fork and make sure that it's covering the peaches as best as you can. And it's a flat surface here. Okay, so basically you want to cover it with butter. You can leave some space around, just throw a pattern around of butter, squares, whatever, and that's a good amount right there. And this is the finishing touch before it goes into the oven. Oops. Kind of just dust it with cinnamon. Good enough. Do some more around the edges. Ta-da! The oven is preheated. I'll take this delicious dish and place it on the top. I don't want it too far down because I don't want it to get super burnt. I want it to bake nicely. The edges and the bottom will get its crisp, so you don't want it to turn black because you're waiting for the middle to get all good and tasty. Mr. Mint, watch out. Our cat is very interested right now. So anyway, this is where you want it to be. It's at 375. And we're going to leave it in for about 45 minutes, or just keep checking on it, see if it looks a little golden around the edges, if it's ready. Don't be worried if the middle isn't the same as the rest. That's just how the dump cake is going to be. So now that it's in there, it's doing its job. I pretty much did my job preparing it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I will see you when it's ready to take it out pretty soon here. My house is going to be smelling so good. That's also one of the awesome things about this, is it's just like the best candle when you bake this. Your house smells amazing. So I will be back in about 45 minutes. I'll be checking on it, keep you guys updated. See you then. 45 minutes later, it's got some crisp. That's good, not too much. Butter, cinnamon, peaches, cake mix, the whole 9 yards, and it's ready to come out. Obviously, that's cinnamon that made it brown. You can tell that it gets that crisp around, and you want to catch it before it all turns dark. The butter really makes the top just awesome. So we're gonna let this cool, guys, and we'll start digging in for dessert. We just finished dinner, so it's perfect. So stoked right now. It's time.
That's it, it's cut.
And you can cut it in different sizes and everything depending on who's eating, but it's just us two. We might share with his family tomorrow, maybe not because it's so good, but
Yeah, I might have to just make a cheesecake and keep this top secret.
yeah.
I'm not sure, I should have used a bigger spatula.
And just as you dumped it in the pan, you're just gonna dump it on your plate. And it goes down great.
Exactly.
Voila! Every time I make this for an event, I get people asking for the recipe, so I'm just gonna send them a link to this. You can send a link, you can make this anytime. It's literally the easiest thing. And delicious.
It's banging.
Delicious.
Slit.
Baby's asleep or in bed, just eating our peach cobbler dump cake, and it is life right now. Dang, man. Mom.
Yeah.
That is it for today. Super simple and easy. Like I said, just delicious. It is my favorite. It's now Matthew's favorite. It's a lot of my friends' favorite. It's always the favorite at every event. So try this. Trust me. Just try this if you haven't already. If you have, you know what it is. Anyway, thank you for joining us tonight because this is our dessert. This was made at night. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like and comment down below if you would like to. I would love that. As always, stay happy, healthy, and safe. I hope you have a great night, a great day, a wonderful week. And I love you guys. We love you guys. See you next time.